All right, ladies and gentlemen, this recap is for Tuesday, July 26, 2023. As usual, go through my situational awareness indicators and see which way the market's winds are blowing. Top is bullish indicators, bottom is bearish. Want to see if these numbers are higher on the top rather than the bottom, or vice versa, which helps me tell which way the market breadth is going. So 578, 267, bullish, 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 bullish. All of them still bullish. Let's go to my second set of indicators here. This my shortest term indicator has been bearish the last 2 days. It switched back to bullish. Bullish, bullish, bullish. All my indicators are still bullish. Let's look at the NASDAQ on the weekly. T2108 stocks above their 40-day moving average, 73%. The 5-week EMA is above the 10-week EMA with price above the 5. That's bullish. RSI is in the power zone above 70, overbought Stotch. MACD is positive, VIX is below 20, all bullish. Let's go to the daily. 10-day EMA is above the 20 with price above the 10. RSI 21 is above 50. Stotch is pointing down but still above 50. And VIX is below 20 on the daily as well. So looking for bullish setups. I'm going to talk a little bit about some positions I sold way too early. And it was out of emotion. I did not follow my trading system. And that's trading. One of them was NIO, which I bought this day on the breakout. I've been hesitant on the market the past couple days because we've run a lot and we've gone through a pullback the last couple days, but I still saw some good setups, NIO being one of them, and I took it because I felt that the market would be turning for a pullback or be pulling back. I saw this candle and I had a small gain and I didn't want to take a loss, and sold out of it on yesterday, on Monday. Sorry, this is Tuesday. Got my days screwed up. Tuesday, sold out of it. Today, Wednesday, boom, up 10%. My rule is do not sell a stock if it doesn't fall below the 5-day EMA. This one did not. It had an ugly candle, opened up here, went up and closed below the open. And because I felt that the market would pull back, I sold it. And then it goes boom, up above. The other one I sold yesterday was XPEV. And this one, again, bought it the same day as NIO here on the breakout. Next day had an ugly candle, does not close below the 5-day EMA. Sold it anyway because of my feelings. And then boom. Didn't close very strong, but went all the way up to 22. Closed with a 26% gain. That's frustrating. You also see breakouts like this, EVLV, I think, yeah, Evolve, where they'll break out, have an ugly candle, and then just fall right back. And that's trading for you. This stuff happens. Breakouts, then they fail, or they break out and they don't run right away. And then they just go boom, and they go boom without me. This is trading. This is this is the art. This is where you have a process and a system that you follow. You don't trade based on feelings. I've been trading for a long time, and the two most important things that will make you successful, in my opinion, is knowing when to sit on the sidelines and not trade. And the second one is to follow a system. And you take what the system gives you. If it's not doing well enough, you tweak the system, but you don't trade based on your feelings. You trade on what your system is, what your process is, and you take what the system gives you, like a robot. Those will make you successful in the long term. You can learn setups and chart patterns, things like that, but stick to a system. That's what will make you successful. And, seeing this, to me, seeing this, knowing that I didn't trade my system, if it doesn't fall below the 5, I can sell some and lower my risk. But I know to hold on to it because I've seen this happen. This has happened to me multiple times. But again, it's something as a trader that's been around for a while, I still struggle with. Letting your feelings get in the way. And I think a lot of other experienced traders do. So I just want to show you that. These two stocks, XPEV, NEO, these ones had great days and they ran without me. And I had it. I had the setup. I took the setup and I just didn't manage the trade correctly. Lesson learned. It's a lesson I learned a long time ago. I just need to follow my rules. All right, let's go through the power stock scan. Again, we've gone through the situational awareness and market breadth. It's bullish. We had the Fed talking today. Did nothing for the market, or didn't pull back at all. Facebook Meta had good earnings. It's up 8% after hours. Futures are going up. Okay, so we'll start here. URC, big day prior, and then a dump of 35%. Okay, let's zoom out a little bit here. MLTX. You could probably take this market. If it's still good, this will go. I didn't take this today, but I didn't take anything today. I kind of had a gut punch from XPEV and NEO, missing out on those. Didn't want to take anything else. DXF, that tanked today. NVIDIA, still consolidating. XPO, that's breakout. Dollar volume's good. ADR is a little low. So you'd have to weigh this against other potential breakouts that you wanted to take and see which was your best trade. Let's look at this on the weekly. Yeah, this is in the power zone. XPO, that'd be good to go, in my opinion. SMCI kind of had a range expansion here, went sideways. NVIDIA's going sideways, something to keep an eye on. RXST, this is a good setup. I want to see kind of something like this where it's breaking out of the range and right here. This is still in the range, even though it's a range expansion. It's had a nice couple consolidation days here. I wouldn't hate you if you took this, but I would pass. It's not really the exact setup I want. Weave, Good to go. This is a nice consolidation for a couple weeks. Range expansion on high volume. Dollar volume's a little low. I liked around 50 million. You know, it's gone from 4 to 11. I wouldn't hate you if you wanted to take this. Weekly looks great. Look at this flag. Power RSI zone. I should have got my head screwed on straight earlier today and just shook it off. Some good, 2 good setups so far that I didn't take. Just got to shake it off, keep going. Market's good. Time to push the pedal to the metal. SAI. A little bit above average volume. ADR is low. So again, this is like XPO weighed against your other potential trades. Dollar volume's great. We're in the power zone. Could take that. Upstart, big update yesterday. Kind of could look like this. He had a nice update and then he kind of grinded higher and then boom, small pullback, boom. Very choppy through here, but our Upstart can move. It's a very high ADR. No dollar volume. IONQ, you could buy this as well. Yep, it was breaking out of this flag. We're in the power RSI zone, man. This isn't a setup. Probably at earnings today. Watch for the setup. This is squeezing, but the ADR on Uber's low. I don't really trade Uber. Let me do this. Let's remove all symbols from list. Let's do unflag all. We had weave. Clear all flags in system. We had weave. SAI, I think. MLTX one. Okay. I like the volume increase here. I don't like this wick. This is probably going to run to 50. I'd pass on this though. I don't like this. It's kind of choppy. I don't like that setup as much. FDI called yesterday that you could buy that. Had an update of 2%. Again, it's a low ADR stock. These should kind of go towards the, if you're looking at, I don't know, 10 stocks and you can only buy 3 or 2, move these to the back. These aren't going to move as much with the low ADR stocks. I mean, granted, you know, with everything being the same as far as setup, you feel just as strong about all the setups. Buy the one with a higher ADR and the higher dollar volume. That's what I do, at least. That's not a setup, but DKNG, just kind of squeezing. Nothing to see there. Beezer Homes squeezing. Carvana still pulling back. TAST. I'd pass on this one. You could kind of see the cup, maybe the handle forming, maybe it goes boom. There's not, you know, volume's low. Well, yeah, dollar volume is 1.7, pass. GBX, low ADR, low dollar volume. Weight Watchers. We call this right here. We've been watching this, and it wasn't a great setup. It is now entering the power zone as of today. Had a nice bump here, kind of flag for 2 weeks, and now boom. Market's, good. Didn't take it this day, but almost 30% in 2 days. That'll work. Watching this one, the dollar volume's low. I like this big buy day right here, the 20 million day. Good ADR. Just entering the power zone here. So I'm keeping an eye on GENI. These ones that just hit the power zone and they don't fall right back, they kind of stay there and now they're consolidating. Those have a potential to go on a run. MDB. Bought it here, sold it here. I think I bought it here. Yeah, this one just fell back into the range. It's in the power zone still. It's just not, it's not breaking out. Still stuck in this range. Whatever, small loss, that's fine. This doesn't interest me. This isn't a setup anyway. Dollar volume's too low. Low ADR. Maybe I should raise my ADR. Just entering the power zone. Kind of flagging through here, rising up. Low ADR. You could, again, I wouldn't hate you if you bought this, but we'll flag it. It'd be at the back of my list. XPEV, we've already talked about that one. Great day. This isn't a setup. It could go, but this is too high. Just already might run into resistance here. Could keep going. I don't like this setup. Dollar volume's too low. SG, good to go. Bought it yesterday. That's not a setup. PLTR, just doing nothing right now. In the power zone. You gotta wait for it to set up. Keep an eye on SoFi here. Nice little pullbacks. Short-term Stotch is almost oversold. This is, kind of the pullback buy area, but it's been holding right about at that power SI. So this, we'll put an alert on here. So if this gets above, let's say 1025, get an alert. High dollar volume, high ADR, almost in the power zone. We're really close. This was kind of the first move, so if it's going to really start an uptrend, it's going to break out. That's why I don't like buying these first moves here. I like it. Here's a move, sets up, see if it moves again. ANF, 2.68. It looks like a breakout, but it's only up 2.5%. ADR is low. I mean, I'll pass. Halfway done here. Yeah, I mean, this isn't going to be life-changing if it breaks out. Pass. Dollar volume's too low. Rivian, this is off of XPEV and NEO. Like the weekly flag. We'll watch it tomorrow. I don't think I'd buy this today, even though it's it's closed above the range. Watch it go tomorrow. Hitting that resistance right there from the prior move down. I guess this would be support over here, and then it fell. Crypto stocks are no longer on my list. ON. These you have to be patient, right? Like, you could have bought this breakout. You'd want to have to hold it through here, this pullback, and then it kind of comes up. It's just an ugly trader. You want these things to go. You have no power over whether it will or won't, but when you see a lot of other good setups, it's hard to hold on to those to see what will happen, because you want to deploy your capital and something looks better. Oh, here's Mara. Squeezing, right, holding the 20. 1, 2, 3. Be interesting to see if the cryptos start breaking out. If they do, if Mara breaks out, I will buy it. It's had a first up leg. Maybe this is the consolidation. If it gets above 20, I mean, if we have a range expansion bar in the next couple days, I'll probably buy this. No dollar volume. NEO, talked about this one. Great day. That XPEV one, if you were holding it, you should have sold some today for sure. If not half or more, twist. Not in the power zone, kind of still in that first, uptrend, I guess, from the bottom. Kind of looks like this, and then it can just fall back down. I'll pass on twist. AI, I thought these were done. This AI is still holding up. It's holding up. It's consolidating. Looks great on the weekly. Really starting to form up here. Not in the power zone yet, but this thing can move if it gets going. I'm actually really surprised with the Fed raising rates, that the market's holding up so well, if not going higher. Makes me nervous, but you got to watch the price action and trade your system, not worry about your feelings. My indicators For situational awareness and breadth, I'll say bullish. I'm seeing setups. The setups are going. Go try to make some money. Joby, that's fallen. Nikola. Stay away from Nikola unless you're a day trader. Look at this uptrend. I mean, no volume. 60,000 shares this day. I mean, that's, I don't trade stocks like that. But just to look at the chart from 5 to 28. Great uptrend. I mean, I would not buy this just because it's too low a dollar volume, but you're a fool if you don't, I guess, with the price action like that. But look at, let's reinforce the power RSI. What's the price here when it goes over 70? $9. I mean, you have a little dip this week, which was 317, and then just goes right above, and then you would have sold out this week. I mean, it falls below 70, but this is power. I say this in almost every video. This is what I look for. This is power. This isn't overbought. This is what I look for. If I traded a stock doing one thing, or I had, one item that I did all my scans off, it would be the weekly RSI above 69. I just want to see something real quick. This when it dipped below here, this is 317. Let's look at the daily. So that's in this area right here. Sorry, no, May. This area right here is when it pulled back, and then this day is definitely the breakout right there. I mean, at $10 and 186,000, I mean, that's, a $1.8 million volume. That's just nothing that I watch, but nice uptrend. I mean, that's a good runner. Come into the end here. Day trader stock. God, Tilray's at $1.93. Short covering probably, day traders. Okay, let's check the IPOs. Let's make sure it's sorted right. Okay. MRKR back at the top of the list. Not of IPOs, but just these are the top these are all the stocks. How do I say this? It's a list of stocks with very little filtering, but I sort it by the best performers of the last 14 weeks. So it's interesting just to, I just like to see what's at the top of the list. That's all it is. Dollar volume. There's no dollar volume filter here. Upstart's there. Carvana's there, IMGM's there, APLD. So you can get great moving stocks with high dollar volume. You don't need to chase these dollar stocks, $2 stocks with, not even $1 million in dollar volume. Find these stocks that are liquid, that move, that big institutions will buy. And stay out of the garbage. This is for the day traders, the penny stock people. Stay in liquid stocks that move and have high ADR. All right, sidetrack. Let's go through the IPOs. See if anything looks interesting here. No dollar volume. Look at this on the weekly. Let's just see what happens if this gets over 45. Just my create alert. Here we go. No dollar volume. Okay, but again, bought the breakout here, sold it here, pulled back. Because I sold, out of my feelings. Still hasn't closed below the 5-day EMA. I'll keep an eye on it to see if it sets up again. I get irritated with myself because of you let your feelings control your trading, and because you think, or I think, I know what's going to happen. And I don't. Nobody does. Nobody knows if stocks are going to go up or down. And I see a lot of guys on YouTube saying, market crash, this is going to happen, this, the interest rates. And what it does is it affects what you think about the market. Nobody knows. Nobody knows if the market's going up and down. You watch the price action, you watch your indicators, you watch your setups. And you trade your system. Turn off CNBC, turn off the news. Don't watch YouTube videos except for mine. Hee hee. All right, that's all the IPOs here. Sorry for crying about my trades, but that's trading. That's trading. That's the way she goes. If you like what I'm doing, going through my scans and my commentary, please like and subscribe.